Day 5, Tuesday, stuck with you. The sun is just up. Mr. Gibbs is at the hut, and he did not forget a thing. Max wants to stay in bed. He acts like he needs to rest. Mr. Gibbs bangs on his bunk bed. Max, get out of bed. Be quick. To Cabin 101. Chop, chop. Max and Jack jump out of their beds. They rush out of the hut fast, still in their PJs. They get to Cabin 101 and sit at the desk. Mr. Gibbs is still mad and at Max and Jack. But Mr. Gibbs, it was Jack, not me, Max nags. He is such a... Me? What did I do to you? Yells Jack. I will not let you act like this in my camp. Bring back your camp spirit. Mr. Gibbs has a grim look. You will not get out of this cabin until you bring this to an end. Got it? But it is the club day, says Max. No club day for you or you. Mr. Gibbs is direct. This is no trick. Max and Jack are stuck in the cabin. All day? Asks Max. All day if you must. That is up to you, says Mr. Gibbs. Jack and Max nod. They have no say in this. I trust you will fix this, says Mr. Gibbs. I left snacks and drinks in the back if you have to spend the rest of the day in this cabin, he adds as he exits the cabin. Max and Jack sit at the desks. Not a thing from Max, not a thing from Jack. There is not much to say. The clock ticks, but it is as if time just stands still. Jack stands up and looks at the flags on the string to pass time. Max just cannot sit still and not say a thing. Of all the kids I had to be stuck with, Jack Mills, he says as he checks out the snacks. Max grabs a bag of chips and a drink. Then he sits back at his desk. Are you glad that I will miss the club day? He asks. I am so fed up with you. What did I do? It was you. You had that black cat in your bag. It was your plan that got us stuck in this cabin, Jack snaps. You're such an odd duck, Jack. Max snaps back. I cannot stand that I have to spend the day stuck with you in this cabin. There is no way out. There is a way out. We can bring this to an end, hints Jack. Max shrugs. You think you have it all, Jack, but you do not. I cannot stand this, Max. Just stop the fuss. Why do you have to be this way? Jack cracks. He wants to yell. I am sick of Max Finn at the top of his lungs, but he stops. I will not go down this path. He cannot drag me down with him. Not this time, he thinks. Why are you like this to me? Jack calls him out. What way? Max does not expect Jack to ask him stuff like this. As if I do not exist. Jack sits down at the desk next to Max. You do not. Not for me, Max tells Jack. Does this shock you? Does it? He snaps. Jack gets the chills. No, it does not. Not a bit. You are glad when I slip up, says Jack. It is okay to think you are the best, but do not think less of me. I am mad that you have all the best things, the things that I want, but I do not have. Like what? Jack asks in a shock. He thinks Max is the rich kid. What does Jack have that Max does not? Max wants to brush it off. I kept a lid on it for all this time. I will not let it all out now. Be frank for a sec, Max, grunts Jack. Band, math, and Todd. These rush out of Max's lips. Say what? Asks Jack. Todd? I still get mad when I think of the day I met you. We were Max and Todd. M&T. We were best pals until you got in our fun. With you, it was let us sing, let us play drums. I did not want to do all that, but Todd did. Then he forgot me. Did I rob you of Todd? Jack asks in shock. I still miss Todd. I miss him a lot. But now he is with you all the time. He sings with you, he plays the drums with you, and he does not do a thing with me. That is why I do not like you. This stuns Jack. But we were just 6 back then. We were small kids. Todd and I had a pact. Then you just trash our pact in a blink. Max is sad. He left me for you. He was my best pal back then. Now he is your best pal, and I do not have one." "Is Cliff not your best pal?" asked Jack. "No, well, yes. He may be. Is he?" "Is he?" Max stops and thinks. Cliff stands by him. He sticks up for him. Max trusts him, and Cliff trusts Max. Still, he does not think of Cliff that way, but in fact he is. Max feels stuck up. "I am such a chump. Did I not call Cliff a chump? He must be mad at me. What did I do? You and Cliff will be okay," says Jack as he pats Max's back. "You think so?" asks Max. "Yes, you can bet on it," Jack grins. "And we will fix things with Todd as well. The pact will be back on, just with more of us." "Thank you," says Max. "It is as if a big rock is off my chest. Look at us. This is big stuff," Jack says. Max nods. They chat until the sun sets. It gets dim in the cabin. "Where did the day go?" asks Max. "I did not expect the day to end this way. Not at all. But I am glad it did. And I had fun," says Jack. Max nods. "Let us check what Cliff and Todd are up to." In the hut, Cliff asks Todd, "Are they still in that cabin? It is 5:30 p.m. Do you think we must tell Mr. Gibbs that Jack and Max did not get out yet?" Just as he says this, Max and Jack exit the cabin, still in their PJs. "Can that be Jack and Max?" "Cliff, pinch me," says Todd in shock. Todd and Cliff run to Jack and Max. The kids chat at the swing set until it is time for bed. Now they are one big gang.